Hiya, darlings! This is Hololive English-Advent-'s Devilish Diva, the one, the only, Nerissa Ravencroft! Hiya, darlings. Those were my first words I've spoken today. Period. Good morning. 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 That's the first I've sung this morning. I think you can tell. I think you can hear that I just woke up. So my apologies. Usually I try to wake up like 2 hours at least-ish so I don't have too bad of a morning voice, but it is what it is. It's how it is. I had a very late night last night. And that is because I was spending some time with my darling Fuamoko, who came over, and we ended up talking for so late and so long that by the time I just checked my phone, because I was like, oh, it might be like 1 a.m. No, it was just 3 a.m. Fuamoko, bow bow. Bow bow, bow bow, bow bow. So then, I was like, I'm sorry, you need to leave. we need to pick this chat up some other time. And yeah, we had a really good time though. We had a lot of fun. I ordered pizza. Bow bow! Fuamoko! Chuki chuki! I love you! No sleepover? I wanted them to. I made up my guest bedroom so they could sleep over. But they didn't want to. They didn't sleep over. I know, isn't that just horrible? Isn't that just the worst thing you've ever heard? Fuamoko, sleep over at my house! Sleep over at my house. I want you to sleep over. But yeah, no, oh my gosh. My body hurts. I ache. Hey! Little baby! What are you doing? So this morning I had a very hard time waking up. But it's not just because of that. The other reason was because little baby comes over and he likes to spend the mornings with me. I think he's a really touchy-feely guy, even though he likes to pretend he's not during the daytime. But so when you're laying in bed, he simply can't resist. He's like, well, clearly you're here so I can get unlimited pets and cuddle with you. And it's the best thing ever. So, yeah, I was living the life. I was living the life. So it was really hard to get out of bed because I woke up pretty much at like 9:15 a.m. JST. And my goal was to wake up at 9:30. So I woke up before my alarm. I was like, that's pretty good. It's pretty awesome, honestly. Like, but then again, little baby comes over and he's cuddling with me. He's being so sweet. He's rubbing his face against me. He's laying on me. He loves me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is impossible. This is impossible. What am I supposed to do? My body hurts. It's fine. My body aches. Yeah, I like waking up before my alarm so I can feel like, well, even if I hadn't, because one of the reasons I had woken up, but I hadn't checked my phone because I was like, well, my alarm would have gone off. But I kept like hallucinating because I was so exhausted still that I did check my phone and that it was like 11 a.m. And I like talked myself out of it. I was like, no, you're like half between a dream and reality. That didn't happen, Nerissa Ravencroft. And then Yeah, so I stopped myself from panicking. And then... Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I know I'm just talking about my day, not anything fun or exciting. Nothing even has happened yet today. I literally just got out of bed. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm actually not hungry. I usually don't eat light at night, but because the twins were over, we ordered pizza. I ate pizza, so... Right now, I'm not particularly hungry. Ooh. My body. I'm too old. Yeah, no hot pot right now. Well, I have hot pot ingredients for everything but the meat. So I need to get more hot pot meat. I thought Full Moco don't like... I don't think they do like pizza. But I think now and again they will eat pizza. I actually forced them to take it with them. Because, I didn't want it. You guys know how it is. So I was like, take this pizza. It was just a regular pepperoni. I really wanted, you can get like bulgogi on pizza. And I really wanted that, but it has onions. And I know the dogs definitely don't like onions. So, yeah. Sorry. But I wanted to talk about all the stuff I'm working on because I know there's been a lot and I haven't gotten to talk about it, and some of the stuff I don't know how in depth I can talk about working on it, to be honest. So I won't talk too in depth about working on it because again, I don't know what I can say 100%. Let me see if I can quick steal the thumbnail. How do I steal thumbnails from things that aren't technically my videos? There's gotta be a way. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, wait. Wait. How? Wait, okay, wait. Maybe there's another solution. If I do this. If I do this, maybe. You know, that's the album cover, but honestly, I think that's fine. That's gonna have to do. I'll take the album cover. That's better than nothing. Album cover also works. Also an acceptable, an acceptable space filler. Let me just double check. Okay. So, first, before we get talking a lot about Oyomeholic, and the new song, I really want to talk about Shape the Future. So if you guys have not heard, while I'm talking about all the individual songs, I'll also get a link to the music video, and if you guys would like to listen to it, you can. I'll replace my pin for the time being. But this is the Live 2D 20th anniversary song. It is called Shape the Future. It's available currently in English and Japanese. I only sing the English version. I believe is her name Chima? Sang the Japanese version. Both versions are really good, but I'm recommending you go listen to mine. When I was asked to do this, I was really honored because you know, it's always nice to be like, whoa, these people making this song, you know, they want me to sing it. You know, they want me to sing it. And there's also something sometimes that's a little bit nice about not having the control. I'm very picky when I'm doing my own projects, obviously. Like, I need them to sound a certain way. I need them to be a certain way that is exactly how I want them. So you can imagine how it might be kind of freeing sometimes to just be like, hey, sing this song for us, and then I just say, okay, I go in and record it, and then it's like my like, I don't have to worry about the video, I don't really have to worry about anything else. I might check the mix, but like, technically speaking, my main thing, you know, is that you like having a director. I like being my vocal director, but sometimes I like having a vocal director, especially if they themselves are a really talented singer. I feel like people who are talented singers as well are usually really, really good vocal directors. Just my experience, though. Because, you know, they know what it's like and, like, how to sing, and they can also give you, like, tips versus someone who, like, doesn't sing doing vocal directing. But anyway, I got to go to a really cool studio, and I don't think I can say what one, but an anime that I really like, apparently, like, the music for it was recorded there. So I just sat there looking around, seeing all this memorabilia from this from this anime, be like, whoa, that's weird. Why am I here? What am I doing here? How did you get here, Nerissa Ravencroft? So it was like really surreal for me. 69! Anyway, sorry, I'm so sorry. We're working towards 69 right now. By the way, real quick, sidestep. Please subscribe if you're not already. Some of you might think you're subscribed, but go take a look at that actual subscriber button and make sure that you've actually clicked it. We are currently working towards our big goal, 1 million. But first is a very important milestone, as you can see, which is 969,000. So we just need 9,000 more subscribers. So hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment when the VOD is done. Hi VOD gang, if you're watching this, thanks for watching, you're the best. Anyway, so I was recording in the studio. There was like quite a few Live 2D staff there, and it was really nice. I was like, I think it's really wonderful, and you get to actually meet the people you're working with. Because admittedly, there's a lot of times where, you know, we're working with people all over the world. So it just ends up being like you only really get to see each other on the computer, which is also fine. But I feel like there's something really special, especially about being able to, like, be directly working with the people you're working with, if that makes sense. Because really, you know, when you're doing a lot of things in most real life, like, that's just how it is. Like, usually you're in a room with the people you're working with, and it's great. And I had this really beautiful director. She was so awesome. She was so awesome, and she's really good too, because again, it's really nice to have a director who you can tell, like, really knows what they're talking about. It's awesome. So it was great. Recording the song was super duper fun. And it's just such a sweet song. And I've already mentioned this before, but I actually was we're talking about, like, what we wanted to do for the English translation. And I was like, usually for this kind of stuff, I'd really like to do the English translation, but this, I was like, you know, I have this friend, she's amazing, because here's the thing is, I didn't have time. I was like, I really want to do the translation, but I don't think I have time. But I have this amazing friend, her name is Ari Shepherd, and she is one of the best, she can do some of the best trans lyrics you've ever, like, you'll ever work with. So I recommended her, and so she got to make the official English lyrics for Shape the Future, and is, again, such a incredible time working together. Did she? Yeah, no, she translated the song really fast. I was amazed. I was like, whoa, because I take a really long time to do stuff like that, because I'm very picky. I'm very picky about, like, what exactly I'm sounding like, if that makes sense. And that doesn't only go for singing, that goes also for the sound of the voice of the lyrics. So even if you're just reading them, they need to still have the voice, you know, that you want them to. Does that make sense? It's kind of like when you're reading a book. Like, some characters might read as very cynical and, like, clear and punchy and to the point, and some will be, like, really flowery with their language. So I can be very specific about stuff like that. So I take a really long time sometimes on trans lyrics for that reason. Sometimes I don't. Like, for example, Aishite, which everybody loves. I wrote those lyrics in like a day. But that's after years of sitting with Aishite, 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 and being in love with the song and thinking it's just fantastic. And like having a really deep understanding of it. So she did incredible. Again, I was just absolutely floored with her translation, and it was such an honor to be able to sing her work officially again. You guys might remember we also sang her lyrics for Change by Giga in my Requiem for Love live. So yeah, it was really fun though, getting to record Shape the Future, and then again, thankfully I was just a singer for this, so I got to review everything, of course, but I didn't have to make sure everything came out great, and it all came out great. I don't know if you recognize this artist, but the artist for the music video for my Shape the Future is actually one of the first artists I ever worked with here in Holo. Her name is Seika, and you guys might remember my old end screen that was from the video that was from my debut. She did the art for that. So I realized too she also did the art for this video. So that was awesome. I was like, oh my god, it's kind of like a fun little like almost full circle moment in a way. Yeah, I love Seika, so I was like, that's crazy that I'm getting to work with Seika again. It's really fantastic. And the art was done so well, and obviously it's live 2D, so they gotta have rigging, and the rigging on the character in the video is just really good. It's really, really good. So if you haven't now, again, I have the link pinned, but please go check out Shape the Future. Again, I worked really hard on it. Again, I went and I found the best translator to recommend, and then they put together a really amazing video, while also still in a way working with someone that I'd worked with before and that they knew that I was comfortable with. So Live 2D was so incredible again to work with. It was such a good time. Again, I wish I could talk about it more in depth, but I'm not sure what I can talk about, but it was great. It was really fantastic. So I'm again so honored, and I really hope you guys are listening to it and streaming it. If you like that kind of song, especially, it's a very sweet song. I wouldn't say it's like what I regularly do necessarily, but then again, I feel like a lot of things that I've been doing recently in terms of music aren't what I regularly do. All 3 songs I'm about to talk about are very much, including the one I'm talking about now, of course, are like very much out of my wheelhouse. It's to the point where I think it's almost a little bit funny. I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining, but like it's a little bit funny. This feeling inside, I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I shouldn't be singing right now. I have not warmed up. I'm literally I'm still pretty much fresh out of bed. So I need to close my mouth and stop singing. Please check out the link. It's just updated. I'm just quickly need to get the thumbnail art that I want to use for this song. Give me one sec. Gotta save image. Then I've gotta add it to my OBS. Bye bye, Shape the Future. Thank you. Please stream it. Please stream Shape the Future. Again, worked super hard on it. I would appreciate it. Oops. Let's Shape the Future again. Okay. Breakout! This is Advent's new song. Again, I just already pinned it, I think. Did I? Is that? Yeah, it is. Breakout is Advent's new song. I'm sure many of you remember that Advent is working on a project called The Story of Advent that is an original music project. This is the 3rd song in a series of 5. The other first two you might remember were Genesis and Prisoner, and now we have Breakout. And as the title of the project suggests, it is the story of Advent. It talks about, Genesis is talking about before we were locked away in the cell, and you know, what that was sort of like. And then sorry, my shoulder is really in pain. Then we had Prisoner, which was about being locked in the cell, and Breakout is, of course, about breaking out of the cell. So it was a very fun song. It's great because we keep going around with all the genres and kind of doing something different every time. And I just think it's really fantastic. I think it makes it a really fun time. As for the genre choice, I don't think it was any of our necessarily decision. It was obviously we have incredible staff, and they come up with, you know, a lot of the projects. So they're like, oh, this is the plan, this is the storyboard, basically. And then we're just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, this is so amazing, oh my gosh, metal, that's so exciting. So I personally am scared to do metal, so I was really glad that Bibu especially was super duper pumped about the death screams, because I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I can do a lot of things, but I can't do that, so please don't ask me to do it. Admittedly, I've never tried to learn, but I'm scared. Like, maybe I probably could have tried, but I didn't want to. And I'm glad, because Bibu, again, she was very good at it, especially for someone who didn't have any experience doing something like that. She did incredible. And so did, I also want to highlight Mokoko. I noticed the post only mentioned Bibu's death screams, but Mokoko was also death screaming in there. So I do think we also need to acknowledge Moko-chan, who really put in a lot of effort as well, and was also doing death screams that you guys are praising. So yeah, they really went out of their way to do something really kind of special and really different with this song. So I really liked it. I think the song itself came out really, really well, and I really like it. One moment. Sorry about that. Everything's okay. I've got water with me, yeah, no worries. But yeah, it's sorry. After the very long pause, let's continue talking about Breakout. I just think it was really fun to sing, and I like being able to try and make my vocal sound a little bit more intense too. I know I always really generally like to go for like kind of a more what I'm comfortable with in terms of like classical sound overall in my own stuff. Not always, but a lot of times. So it's really fun to be able to sing something that was kind of a little bit outside my wheelhouse, and to really kind of like bring that intensity. Granted, I do feel like, not to toot my own horn, which is not my intention, but I do feel like I'm pretty good at bringing the intensity when I want to. So I thought Breakout came out really, really well. I'm terribly pleased with it. So if you haven't already, and of course, again, all the members of Advent worked really, really hard, especially Bijou and Mokoko. So don't forget to listen to their death screams and appreciate them. I'm sure for many people, for this song, that was definitely the highlight. And yeah, I feel like Shiori, like she's grown so much as a singer just throughout her time in hololive. And I'm just like, for me, as someone who's like always like, I think everyone should sing, I think everyone should be able to sing, you know, like everyone should try singing because they'll have fun. Like hearing her grow so much and her voice just improve so heavily is so like, it's not like I did anything, because I didn't, let's be real, but like it's such a moment of pride for me. I'm so proud of her. She sounds so fantastic on this song too. So I love that everyone's working so hard, and of course Fuwawa too. Fuwawa did so well as well, but Fuwawa, I feel like me, Fuwawa, I feel like we always have this problem where our vocals are good all around. So the level hasn't changed so much because we're just at a really good level. So sometimes it's hard to find anything specific to talk about. Our problem. We're good singers, so what am I supposed to say? Oh, yeah, I did my best again. Oh yeah, Fuwawa sounds good as always. Mokoko sounds good as always. Pichu sounds good as always. Shiori sounds good as always. You know, it's hard. Yeah, we're all suffering. We're all suffering from success. What am I even supposed to say? Everyone sounds good. They nailed it. Everyone nailed it. Everyone nailed it. Everyone did so well. And again, yeah, steak's too juicy. That's how I feel about Fuwawa's vocals all the time. I'm like, dang. My steak's too juicy. My lobster's too buttery. What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? But yeah, it's wonderful. It's wunderbar. Yeah, whoa, 2 cakes. Whoa. But yeah, again, I feel like everyone did really good, as always. But yeah, the highlight of this song is definitely the death screams, which were done by both Mokoko and Bijou. So enjoy them. Enjoy the song and stream it lots. Again, all of Advent. Obviously, we're all such great friends, so it's easy. But being able to work on these projects with these people whom I love and care about so much and have just such a genuinely strong bond with, it's like, it's so special to me because it's a special memory of something we all worked hard on too, and so it holds a lot of really good memories. So I'm happy. I'm really happy. Yeah, it's very Advent together strong. I love Advent. Advent's the best. But yeah, so that's Breakout. So those are the first 2 songs that came out recently that I'd been working on. And again, I do want to say, not like I think any of you guys are necessarily complaining, but I am personally really disappointed that everything is coming out all at once instead of more spread out. Because it's like you guys are that pancake gif where there's that girl and like a million people are trying to give her pancakes, and sometimes it doesn't matter how good all of the pancakes are, you just can't eat all of the pancakes. Like if you're given one pancake that's really, really delicious, you can really just enjoy that whole plate of pancakes. But like, because I have so many plates of pancakes for you, I feel like, yeah, you're able to, you can still enjoy them all, but I feel like, you know, it might be difficult to like be able to fully appreciate them. But another thing is I don't want you guys to get used to this sort of drop rate either. This was just all phenomenally bad timing. I really needed to release the next song we're talking about, Oyomeholic, and I didn't expect the other two songs necessarily to drop at the same time close to it. That's just how it is, though. Yeah, thankfully songs don't expire, neither do the music videos, so you can always listen to them. So I hope you guys will continue to stream and listen to my originals and the Advent originals and everything. But please don't get used to this sort of drop rate because it will not continue. I do still have a lot of stuff planned, obviously. Like, it's not that I'm like saying like, oh, I don't have anything, because that's not the case at all. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff I'm working on. My next cover, you guys want a secret? My next cover, or technically my next cover, is already uploaded and scheduled to go live, so you just won't see it for a while. Because I gotta space things out. I've got too much right now. Okay, wait, let me get the jacket for... Oh, whoa, that's big! Let me get the jacket for Oyomeholic. That's what we're going to be talking about next. And then let me get the link ready. And I'll just link the YouTube video because that's what I would like you to be streaming. So, well, right now, that's what I'd like you to be streaming. But anyway, I really am personally very involved in Oyomeholic, so I want to talk about this one a lot. And because I feel like I've talked about it a bit in a member stream, but I haven't really gotten to just like go off about it. I haven't really gotten to talk about it. I feel like with you guys like publicly. So Oyomeholic is a really special song. Let me go all the way back to the beginning. I've always wanted to work with Iosis, or in Japan they're called Ioshisu, which I didn't know, but it's Iosys. And you might think I don't have any idea who that is, but if you're like me, if you are like me and you are an old person and you've been on the internet for a long time and you've been into Toho, you definitely know Iosis, because a lot of the iconic Toho songs from the past were written by Iosis. They now obviously have spread out. They're so amazing. They do lots of work for hololive. They do work for Idolmaster. You know, they're just incredible. If you've never heard of them, now you have. So yeah, Nerissa Stole the Precious Thing, Chirino's Perfect Math Class. Like, they just have so many bangers. Like, highly, if you haven't heard their discography, it's all kind of that more Dempa direction. But especially if you like Dempa, you will like Iosis. And I've been a fan of Iosis for a really long time. Especially because of that old Toho discography that they have. It's just always been something that I loved, you know, like for a long time. And so I was like, I really want to be able to work with them. That'd be a dream come true. And, you know, I realized, you know, I'm in hololive now. Like, maybe it doesn't just have to be a dream. Maybe I can just do it. And so I had asked my manager, I was like, I'm not sure if they'll say yes, but could we ask? I really want and this was about 1.5 years-ish ago. But I was like, I really, it's always been a dream of mine to work with Iosis, and specifically Armson, who is so incredible. And so my manager was like, okay, look, I'll do my best. Like, obviously I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do. And I don't think we had to ask a lot. I think they pretty much accepted when we asked. And I was just pleased as a peach because I've always wanted to work with Iosis. But I didn't expect it to happen. I expected them to be like, huh? But she usually sings in English. Well, is she sure? You know, I was expecting at least a little bit of perhaps trepidation, but it was just, they just said yes, and they were really excited. So I got to go in and I got to have a meeting, and usually, as you guys know, with the exception of Shatter, all of my songs from my EP, except Shatter, all had their lyrics written by me. Generally, if I can, I really like to write my lyrics myself. Sometimes I might not have that time. Or sometimes it might be the case like this where I'm working with such an incredible team that like their lyrics are part of it and I need them to write the lyrics. I cannot do it. I need them to do it. And that was the case here where I was like, Iosis, part of their amazing workflow is the fact that they write their lyrics, you know? So I'm like, I can't have an Iosis song and not have them write the lyrics. So for this one especially, I rescinded control. I said, it's up to you. So we got to have a big meeting because they're like, yes, we will handle everything, but we need to know what exactly you want. What kind of song do you want? So we had this long meeting where I basically said, I want you. And I kind of gave a non-answer, but I think they did great. But I was like, I'd really like if you would research me yourself. So I want you to like find like popular clips. I want you to, if you can, watch some of my streams, and I want you to let yourself become a fan and find the things that you think are really fun about me as a person and as like a streamer, and I want you to make a song as a fan that you like, because it's similar, like if you think back to the you know, the Toho days, they weren't like contacting Zune and being like, yeah, let us write these songs for you. They were just doing it for the love of the game. So I was like, obviously I am paying you, but I'm gonna give you full freedom to do and say whatever you want. I want you to do and say whatever you want in this song. I just need you to make something that you think is going to be something that you as a fan or that my fans would enjoy. And they really did their research. Like I was, again, I couldn't have asked for a better Dempa song. Yeah, there were a few things we mentioned, like we're like, obviously, like, I'm kind of I'm a little bit known for being the Noppan Nei-san, so like that's maybe something that you should try to include. But like even that, like there's just a lot of things like throughout the song itself that I just felt like you can tell we're so lovingly and carefully crafted. And again, it just makes me feel so humbled and so just happy to be like, because even though I'm saying that, you know, when you work with someone, at the end of the day, you're paying them, and the effort that they put in is the effort that they put in. But I have not had a single miss with any of my collaborators at all. Like they all are just as passionate as I am, and Iosis was really similarly just as passionate as I was, and put so much love into the song. Again, I was absolutely just floored. Like it's an incredible experience. And that was just our first meeting, and then I got the demos, and the first demo I got, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the best thing ever. This is gonna be the best thing ever. I was like, okay, wait, I'm gonna lose it. This is amazing. So we went through obviously a few drafts, but generally right at the beginning they had already like they had already done it. And so it was just went into finishing the song. And the incorporation of Here Comes the Bride in the chorus, exactly. When I heard the song was gonna be called Oyomeholic, and I heard that, I was like, oh my god, that's like, they're geniuses. That's crazy that they just like, obviously like, it's a song that's called Wifeholic, but like I wouldn't have thought to include that if it were me, you know. So I just, again, absolutely floored. I think the music itself was just so well done. And the first time I even heard it, I was like, this is an incredible instrumental. The arrangement is done so well. The composition is so careful, and there's so many, just like little, like even musically, there's so many different things happening that are really cool that I don't know how to exactly to explain to you, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it, okay? Because I don't know how to talk about music theory stuff, but that doesn't mean I don't see it. So just, again, so much effort. And then the lyrics too, just, oh my gosh. And they were so fun to translate. This is actually not usually the kind of song that I would translate. I've done a few every now and again. You know, it's kind of like, what am I trying to say? I like a ton of a range of music, but I have the things that I am personally good at doing when it comes to lyric writing, right? And usually dempa songs are not my strong suit. It's not because I don't like them. I love dempa songs, but translating them and making them singable in English is not easy. It's not always easy. So and there were a lot of words. So, okay, wait, another thing. So going back, so let's go back a bit and I'll talk about the translation, because the translation actually happened after I'd already recorded the Japanese version. So let's go back just a little bit and we'll come back to that. So when I came and got the final version of the song, I was like, this is amazing. Okay. We finish up the song and then we're like, okay, let's go in and record it. So I went into the studio and it was super awesome. Arm-san was able to join via a computer, and getting to record with the iOS is crazy. I was like, what's happening right now? Why? Because I was very much expecting to like kind of like self-direct, but like I'm like, whoa. And usually I'm really shy. I don't like to have people watch me sing. So I usually like, I'm like, no one can watch me. Like, you know, I'm in like my own like studio, but sometimes there's a camera. So it's like, I turn it off or I turn it away. But they're like, Armstrong really wants to be able to see what you're doing so he can help. Because obviously we all know that this isn't the kind of song you usually sing. So just in case you need help, he needs to be able to watch you. And I was very like, I don't want anyone to watch me singing. No. But I allowed it. Because how many times do you get to record with Arm from Iosis? How many times? Tell me, guys. Have you ever recorded with Arm from Iosis? I bet not. Yeah, and it was a really fun session. He was so incredible. He was so kind to. We were both just laughing. And so here's the other funny thing. I had been asking for an English translation of the song because I didn't want to run it through DeepL or anything, because I'm like, I don't want like to have the mistakes that come with those things. I want to like actually know like what the lyrics are saying, because I'm gonna have to translate them. So I had been asking for an English translation, not from Iosis, but like from from the company, but they hadn't sent me one yet. So just to be very clear, I had a little bit of a semblance. I had an idea of what I was singing, and obviously I know a lot more Japanese now, but actually when I was recording Oyomeholic in the Japanese version, I didn't really know all of to the extent of what I was saying. Because I remember during the session, even Armstrong kept saying, is this really okay? Is this okay? I was like, yeah, no, it's great. But I didn't realize they were just worried. Because the song's so eccentric. But obviously, I was okay with it. When I first saw the English translation, I had my head in my hands and I was screaming, but it was a scream of excitement, not of despair or anything like that. But yeah, so we got to record together just for the Japanese version. And it was so helpful too, because as you guys know, my Japanese is getting a lot better, but I'm still also learning a lot. So it's kind of my pronunciation, especially for spoken Japanese, takes a lot of work. But he was so patient and kind and like really like explained it all, because sometimes when you get a director, they'll just kind of like say it for you, but that's not helpful because I am not very good at distinguishing between the pitch accent, which is part of my difficulty with speaking Japanese, because I speak English very much going all over the place. I'm going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, but in Japanese it's kind of like, you know, it's super duper important. So if you're not using the correct pitch accent, then it becomes really, really kind of difficult to understand what you're saying. Like, people might be able to understand, but it's kind of like ohashi versus ohashi, you know, like they might both be written ohashi in English, but they're different words with different meanings. One means bridge, one means chopsticks. How do you tell the difference? The pitch accent and the kanji that is used, and obviously context. If you didn't hear a difference, exactly. That's why it's like, it's important for someone like me as well, who's not able to necessarily always hear the difference, to have it like really baby explained to me. And again, Arm-san is super good at explaining the pitch accent first off, because I think with English, for example, I can repeat something back too, but I don't think I could explain the intricacies. But like he was like here, up, down, you know, and I was just like, oh, wakaru, hai, arigatou gozaimasu, sugoi ne. It was great. And it was so helpful, and I was just so, again, like, happy to have him there leading me through my first Denpa original song, but also having him be so incredibly helpful and just like teaching me so well how to speak more Japanese properly. Yeah. So it's kind of, it was a lot of effort though, I'm not gonna lie. And especially the really fast parts, that was difficult for me, but we definitely got them to a point where they were more than acceptable, I think. Like, do I sound like a native Japanese? No, but let's be honest, I'm probably never going to sound like a native Japanese speaker. That's just how it is. I'll keep working, and maybe someday that won't be true, and I will, but like, I'm probably never gonna sound like a native Japanese speaker, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I'm not. I am a foreigner. I'm American. I'm American. But yes, anyway, so after the Japanese recording session, then we're like, okay, now it is time we need to start working on the English. So after a little while, it took quite a bit, honestly. I finally got the English translation, and then it was on me to write the English lyrics, because I was like, I'm not gonna let anyone else do it. I have to write the English lyrics. Because at the very least, since I'm not writing the lyrics at all in an original sense, I was like, I really want to at least be able to write all of the English translated lyrics, which are still technically in this case, and not that technicalities matter, but like when it's an original song, and especially if it debuts with it, or if it's like technically an official version, that is just the English version. You wouldn't go into for example, if you're playing Fire Emblem, you wouldn't listen to Lost in Thoughts All Alone in English and call it anything other than just the English version of Lost in Thoughts All Alone. You wouldn't say, oh, the English trans lyrics. You might still say the English lyrics or English version, but you wouldn't be like, oh, the cover from the English version. I love the cover of Lost in Thoughts All Alone, you know, like, as an example. So I was like, okay, so I need to write the official English lyrics, which in this case aren't going to be called trans lyrics. They're just going to be called the English lyrics. So I was like, whoa, pressure. Pressure. So I was like, okay. Trans in this case stands for translation. Translated. It's a shortened term. So they are the translated lyrics. But again, if it's an official thing, it is just referred to officially as the English lyrics. in this case. Sing with me a song of conquest and fate. The black pillar snaps beneath its weight. Night breaks through the gloom, hard as a stone, lost in thoughts, all alone. I love that song. Anyway, that's beside the point. So Again, when I got this translation was my first time actually fully understanding the lyrics that I had just recorded with Armsan. The lyrics that I kept seeing everyone laughing and questioning partially if they were also maybe laughing at me. They weren't. They were laughing because they're just like, this is so ridiculous. Is this really okay that we're doing this to her? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm excited. But so I will admit, I was shocked. Was I disappointed? Absolutely not. I was floored in a good way. But I was shocked. Because I could tell that they were a little bit out there, but I guess I couldn't tell how. But I feel like the Oyomeholic has a bit of a thing with it where in English, it comes off as way worse than it does in Japanese. It's kind of, there's another song I really, really like that is called, Gacha Gacha Cute. And I love Gacha Gacha Cute. If you look up the English translation to that, the lyrics of the song are so dirty. But if you ask Japanese speakers, they'll be like, no, it's really not that bad though. But the English translations of it are extremely, I would say, it's not even an implication. It's just a dirty song, but apparently it's not. Apparently in Japanese it's not portrayed that way. Like it's not actually, but the way that you translate it, it ends up having a lot of connotation that isn't actually apparently in the Japanese. But that's just, I don't know why that is. But so I guess it was kind of that way because Lisa, mo hareshijou. Apparently, like, I'm like, there's only so many ways, apparently, that I can translate it in English that don't all sound incredibly, and I don't mean bad as in sound like, oh, it sounds bad, but like the connotation is not good, or is maybe a little bit dirty. But apparently, again, apparently in Japanese, the meaning isn't necessarily that. But I was like, there's no other way for me to because I suppose maybe it's the case that the feeling that is being talked about here doesn't maybe exist in English, technically speaking. I'm not saying 100%, but for example, one thing I found out recently is sarcasm doesn't exist in Japan. And you cannot be sarcastic in Japanese. There is no such thing as sarcasm, apparently. But so I feel like there's probably also some things like that don't really exist. Mayhaps. Really? Yeah, really. There's no sarcasm in Japan. So you should not maybe use sarcasm. Because no one they'll look at you and they'll be very, like, don't get me wrong, like, Japan obviously has different ways that they talk that are very, like, for example, if you're being too noisy in Japan, you might be told, you've got a really like loud voice, or like, wow, your voice is so like powerful. And it sounds like it's almost framed in a way that it's a compliment, but it's definitely not, and it's them very politely telling you need to shut up. Yeah, so it's like they won't say yurise. They'll be like, koe ga oki na, or oki ne. You know, like they'll like frame it in such a way that it seems like they might even be complimenting you. Or like, you look really healthy lately, which is like, you're getting kind of chubby, you know, like stuff like that. Like, it's not meant to be a compliment, but it's meant to just be like a kukiomi, a read the air, kind of moment. It's not sarcasm. It is not at all sarcasm. It is just, it's because sarcasm in the States, we'd be like, oh yeah, but like I wouldn't go up to someone and say, wow, you look really healthy, because that's not sarcasm. That's not how sarcasm works. If someone's like, sarcasm in that case would be like if someone's like, yeah, I've been eating really healthy lately. If I interjected and went, right, you know, that would be sarcasm. But like, yeah, it's anyways, my point is that why did I start talking about this again? Oh yeah, concepts that don't exist in Japanese versus English. So for example, I'm sure that there's kind of situations like that. Or maybe I'm just not a very good translator. That could also be the case. But for me, I was like, I don't really see another way to keep this accurate and keep it as fun as it is without leaning towards a direction. Yeah. Leaning towards the direction. I think that's still sarcasm. I don't think it's sarcasm. Look, I'm telling you, I also know people who live in Japan and people who are also fluent Japanese speakers, and they have told me that the sarcasm does not exist in Japan either. So it's not like I'm just coming up with this out of nowhere. Like I know people. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm living in Japan right now, so maybe I have a little bit more of an idea. Talking to people who also live in Japan and interacting with Japanese people constantly on a day-to-day basis, I might be a little bit of an expert on the subject, just a little bit. Not a huge expert, obviously, but I might be a little bit. I might know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Just a little bit. Because again, they definitely have something, but it is not sarcasm. And I don't think it could be classified as sarcasm. And some people might, for convenience, might refer to it as sarcasm. In terms of, again, but it's not, I would not classify that as sarcasm. Because sarcasm, again, I feel like is more of like a very snide comment that you might be like, you kind of grumble it, you know? Like a backhanded compliment is not sarcasm. Because they're right. If they're saying, oh, you have a really loud voice. That's not sarcasm. They're being very blunt. You have a really loud voice. Which, again, translates to, you are being too loud. Shut up. It's backhanded. And that's not sarcasm. With sarcasm, I feel like you usually will, again, sometimes, like, say the opposite or be, like, kind of, like, mean as hell, honestly. But, yeah. Anyway, that's beside the point. Back to the translation process, which is the important part. The point is, I don't really know, again, what the best ways to do it, to translate those sorts of things, because again, I feel like, to me, I look at it and I'm like, I don't see any other way it can be this way. And then I will like cross-check. So I'll like go to like my manager, for example, and be like, could you please explain to me like exactly like, is this as bad? And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, then could you explain it? Like, is there another way to say it? And they're like, not really, but I need you to know that that's also not what it's saying necessarily. But I was like, well, I don't have much of a choice then, governor. I guess I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do then. I've just got to do it. I'll just do it the way that I think is right and keeps it fun. Isn't it? Isn't that what it's all about? Just keeping it fun, keeping it chill, keeping it silly. So that's what I decided to do with the translation. Is I just wanted to keep it really, really chill. Not chill. It's the furthest thing from chill. But I wanted to keep it as my interpretation of the lyrics. So even if some parts, and because obviously I am Nerissa, so no one knows Nerissa better than me. So I used my personal experience and the fact that I know that I am also very intense to keep it still what the translation is saying. But if it was something that was kind of difficult to translate, then you know, kind of really going out of my way to insert myself into it, if that makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. Is I think what I'm trying to break it down to say. So then after that, I didn't need any help, obviously, with the English pronunciation. So, and we had already recorded it, and the Japanese version was already kind of mixed at this point. So, I already had I already knew exactly how to sing the song, so I just went in and recorded it. You speak English? I know, I'm so surprised. I can't believe I speak English. Holy crap. Oh my god, my cats are cleaning each other. Wait, one sec, I gotta stare at them. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, what good boys. Oh, what sweet boys. Oh, the sweetest boys in the world. Oh, look at them grooming each other. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so sweet. Such a good big brother, little darling. You're the best big brother in the world. Oh, you're cleaning your brother's ears, cleaning his face. You're such a good boy. Anyway. Sorry, I keep getting distracted, which is typical fare for Nerissa Ravencroft, let's be honest. So that was kind of, apart from just like really making sure that the mix was perfect, that was kind of the process of getting to work on the song. Again, it was really fun. And I just, again, floored. Such an amazing song. Iosis, I'm so eternally grateful to. I really hope I can work with them again in the future. It was just such a incredible experience. Everyone just, again, went absolutely above and beyond. And I'm just so honored and humbled to have been able to work with these people in Iosis who I've looked up to so much over the years. And to be able, like, to say, like, with deep pride, I have this song by Iosis that I'm so proud of. So thank you so much, Iosis. They're probably not watching this, but thank you so much for the incredible amount of hard work and effort. I'm eternally grateful. So, yes, I'm pleased as a peach, as they say. Then it came to the actual video, and I do want to say I can't take credit for too much of the video. This is very much Yuna's brainchild. Yuna and Miu, who are the people who worked on the MV. They did everything. They did all the art. They did, I gave them the dance reference, but they even, I think, went through a crazy process of, like, even, like, doing that. That was, like, really amazing, to be able to make the really cute dance animation you guys see. They just went above and beyond. And I had told them, I'd kind of given them obviously an idea of what I wanted. And I was like, I kind of have these ideas for a few parts. But like for example, like the Nopon sensor, I even actually, when we got the choreography, which is from my good friend Susie. Sorry, stepping back a bit because I should talk about the choreography first. I knew I had to work with my friend Susie. She's an incredible dancer and choreographer. So I was like, okay. And we're buddies, obviously. So I'm like, Susie, I have this really incredible song and it is by Iosis. And she's like, oh my gosh, Iosis? And I'm like, yeah. So I was like, look, I don't know how, I know obviously you're amazing, so you're probably really busy, but are you available to do the choreography for it? Because the MV, I really want to have the dance portion of the chorus. Do you have time to create this? We have the demo of the song, so theoretically you could start now. And she was like, oh my gosh, yes, like I love Iosis. I am so down. And she got it super duper quick too. I do want to say though, there's one part, so me and her are hanging out, and I was like, there's one part where I have the choreography in my head, and if it is not this way, I will cry. Technically it's two parts, but so the Nopon sensor, I wanted to do the kind of Superman pose, like with the arm up and the other arm like on, like bent at the hip. Like I really wanted that pose for the Nopon sensor. But then for the tiki tiki dai tiki marry me, that was my little idea, that I was like, if you could work this into the choreography, I don't know why, I just can't stop thinking about it. Like the heart, the little like putting the heart in a circle, and then the like heart with your fingers, and then the pointing at yourself at me. I was like, I just like, I keep thinking about it, and like I'm sure you'll probably actually come up with something better, but for me, I just keep thinking about it and just doing it to myself whenever I'm like when I'm recording the song, or when I'm just like thinking about the song, or when I'm getting excited for the song. So I'm like, if you could, I want want it to very much be your choreography, but if you can insert this part into the song, that would be great. So she was great. Again, those were the only two things I really asked for. Otherwise, I just left it to her. And again, she just absolutely knocked it out of the park. Like, I'm excited for you guys to eventually see the full choreography. I think, because we had the whole song choreographed, not just the chorus. We did the whole thing. So she did a great job putting in the like Superman pose, but also not only that, but then also inserting the dance part that I wanted into the chorus. And again, I'm pleased as a peach. She absolutely blew it out of the park. She's done quite a few dance shorts now of it. And she's an incredible dancer, incredible choreographer, incredible person. Again, just so honored and humbled to be able to work with someone like her who's so incredible, and have her help me through it as well. So do check out Susie if you haven't already. Again, she's so fantastic. One of my good friends. Love her to death. She handled the choreography, and then I was able to take the video that she filmed and give that to Yuna and Miu. And Yuna and Miu, again, I was kind of like, I have a few ideas. Like, I want to have the dance part during the chorus. I want to have the dance part during the chorus. So I'm going to need you to fully animate a dance sequence. Which is, by the way, asking a lot. That's I'm sure you guys know, but that's a lot of work. Like, doing this sort of dance, especially as like one or two people, even that's going to take you around a month. Sometimes I think it could probably take people even 2 months, like unless you're genuinely sitting there and that's all you're doing, frame by frame, making sure the movements match, making sure there's enough frames. Because if you finish all the frames but then you look and it's too choppy, that means for every single part of it you have to go back and animate more in between frames. It's so much work. And so she just, again, both Yuna and Miu just absolutely just killed it. Like, that's the best way to describe it. Like, they absolutely just, again, blew it out of the park. And that's even just with the dance animation. That's not even talking about the rest of the video yet. So we went over, because I was like, I really want a bridal, and I want more of a pastel Nerissa for this. I don't want the hair to be black, right? I want it to still read as black. Like, when I look at this Nerissa that is to the right of me, the hair to me still reads as black, but it's kind of the anime shade of black where it's got a blue tint to it. So my design is not friendly to being cute, I suppose. So I wanted to be able to look more cute in this case. So we decided to go with this more pastel-y kind of color palette, making the eyes more bright and vibrant of a pink, and then making the hair more of this anime colored black rather than the jet black that my hair is. And I love the aesthetic. Like, honestly, considering dyeing my hair, like, let's be real, like I wish my hair was that color. It's so pretty. And we went over, we had quite a few drafts. I don't have them, and I don't know if I need to ask Yuna, but I don't know if I could show them to you. But we went through a few drafts as well for the actual design of the wedding dress that I end up wearing. So Yuna was, again, she's very good at, like, being like, here are my questions, here's what I'm wondering, here's what I want to know. Like, you need to tell me these things so I can make sure that I input them, you know? And again, just so, like, I know it sounds like I'm just repeating myself, but, like, the attention to detail was crazy. The amount of time that she put into researching and, like, coming back and asking questions and being like, oh wait, hey, sorry, could you tell me, like, what, like, go ahead and, like, tell me what you, like, what exactly you want for this. And obviously there's a lot of people who do that, but there's sometimes when you work with people, and this isn't a bad thing either, sometimes this is just the way that it is, where they will just go through and just kind of, like, be like, this is my idea. But Yuna, again, she has so many questions before doing anything. And again, I love it because it gives me a lot of time to be like, this is really what I want. And then that way I don't have to feel bad being like, hey, I need you to actually refine and completely change all of this work you did because actually it's not what I was hoping for. So I just found them. Again, I don't know if I can show them to you. I don't think Yuna would particularly mind. Let me see if she's up and I will ask real quick. And if she says yes, but anyway, so she ends up sending me all of these, like a lot. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different dress options. She gave me 9 different dress options that I could have for the music video, and she was like, pick the one you like best and we'll refine from there. So I was just like, whoa, like this is so many. Like this is so many different concepts, and they're all super duper cute too, so it was kind of hard to pick. I was like, But she's had such a strong image, and when she came back with the storyboard, again, it was another one of those experiences where just like my jaw was on the floor, because I was like, well, I really want, because I was like, the song's called Wifeholic, so I really want to include a lot of holomem. And then she was also like, well, also, what if we also include the jailbirds too? And I was like, I think that's good, because we both had the idea of, obviously, Nerissa has a lot of ships as well, and you might be very passionate about Shio Raven, or you might be really passionate about Blood Raven, or you might be really passionate about Jewel Bird, or you might really like Four Raven, or you know, like you might really like those like sorts of like more obscure ships, and be like, well, so if I had made the video but I had made Liz, for example, like the main wife throughout the video, there might be some people who are sad. So we decided that it would be best to use a jailbird during other parts that weren't the bride parts, to make very clear that well, one, to obviously for you guys, so you can have a lot of fun with it, but also for those of you who are, you know, like, oh, I want to imagine what I want here, I guess is the best way to put it. I want you to be able to imagine what you want. If you want to imagine, you could even ship me with myself. I kind of also want myself in that wife pose, because it's so pretty. But yeah, so it's like, I really wanted everyone to be able to have the ability to kind of have fun with the video like that. And I think it was very successful, like using the cute jailbird, because the jailbird design is too freaking good, man. Like, you guys are just too freaking cute, too adorable. So like, I think being able to have the jailbirds with me in the music video too also made me feel really happy. Because I really like the humanized version of the jailbirds too, and I really like the regular version of the jailbirds. So I'm like, hey, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh yeah, and the detail of my dad also being beat up. I feel like some people are, maybe they didn't watch his debut, but my dad explained that if you want to marry me, you have to beat him in a fight. So he wasn't still hurt from my birthday live that happened in November. He was hurt because if I'm getting married, that means my father was destroyed in a fight. He was beat in a fight. He was beat up. And it's over for him. So I saw a lot of people being like, oh, is this still a reference? No, it's not a reference to the birthday. It's a reference to his debut stream. So if you haven't watched it, please do. But you do know that that implies that my dad would lose a fight to all of the holomems. So, just so you know. Just so you know. Yes, Pekora beat my dad in a fight. Yes, Viju beat my dad in a fight. Yes, Liz beat my... Yes, Marin beat my dad in a fight. Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it too much. I think my dad might... Here's the thing. I don't think my dad would fight a girl. I think the only girl he might fight is probably Liz. Because I think Liz, because she's just got that energy that like you can't ignore her. But I think if anyone else tried to fight my dad, who was like a beautiful woman, he'd probably just be like, I'm not hitting a girl. I am not doing that. I'm a gentleman. I'm not doing that. I'm not, but Liz, being so gung-ho and being like, no, I must do this. I must do this. He'd be like, well, if that's how it is, I guess I can't say no, Yeah, but yeah, we could just say they all teamed up on him as well. But yeah, so it's, again, there's the thing with the Oyomeholic video that I love so much is, again, I feel like Yuna and Miu really did. I mean, obviously we've worked together before. They're the video creators as well for my very first song ever, Say My Name. But like, I just could feel that they have put so much love into, like, obviously, I'm pretty sure they watch me because I'm like, there's too many references in here. There's too many references to things in here. Do you know me? Do you live in my house? That's how I felt. I was like, you live in my house? How do you know all of this? It's just because they watch my streams. And I felt like the video is such a love letter to everyone in this fan base of like basically like my whole career at this point. Again, there's so many references. There's so many fun things throughout the song, throughout the video. That's just so wonderfully and so carefully done. And I just, again, I couldn't be more proud and happy to have Oyomeholic as my fifth original song. My fifth original song and technically my second single release. So I really hope all of you enjoyed it. Again, I will say I know Dempa isn't for everyone necessarily. Some people, like, it might not just be their type of music, and that's okay too. But again, the fact that so many of you have been giving it such an outpouring of love, again, it just means so much to me. And because this song is so important to me. Again, I've spent the past year and a half pouring my heart and soul into it, and working hard with my collaborators as well. So getting to finally, like, it honestly still doesn't feel real that it's out. Like, I'm in disbelief that this song is here. Like, I genuinely can't believe that it's out. I still like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what, I've been working on this for so long. What do you mean it's here? Do they like it? Do they like it? I'm not sure. Did everyone like it? Will you tell me? Did you like Oyomeholic? Did you enjoy? Please keep streaming it. Again, I worked so hard on Oyomeholic. We're getting kind of close to 500,000 views. Eventually, I'd really like it to hit 1 million. So if you guys could keep streaming it with all of your hearts and all of your efforts on the YouTube upload, I would be really grateful, so that it can hit 1 million views at some point. So please keep streaming it. Please keep streaming Oyomeholic. Only about, I think, 40, or technically 34,000 views left to 500,000. So it will hit 1 million, maybe eventually. Thankfully, all my songs on YouTube, In My Feelings, just hit 1 million just a bit before Oyomeholic release, I think. Like, I think literally the day before. So now Oyomeholic must face the test. But please keep streaming it. Again, the video itself has so much effort and just time and blood, sweat, and tears poured into it from everyone involved. So Please listen to it. Steph. If you guys don't know, Steph is the lyric writer for all of the songs that have come out for the story of Advent. So do be sure to give Steph a follow. I'm so happy it's popping off. I can tell you put so much love and care into the production and it's super fun. Thank you. Thank you. Is there a reference to the gum wad? No. There's no reference to the gum wad. I do have a few more things I want to say on Oyomeholic before we completely move on and just start regularly chatting for the rest of the stream. Oh, little baby is here and he's meowing all over the place. Hello, little boy. Come here. Come here. Come lay with me. I'm not laying down, but come lay with me. Oh, what was I going to say? Now my brain just like cleared itself out. I just saw my cat and I got so relaxed. Oh. Obviously, someday, I'd really like to perform this song live. And if I can put a request out there to everyone, if you're a member of JP, if you're a JP fan and maybe you just heard the song, but maybe you're not so familiar with Nerissa yet, if you're one of my hardcore fans, if you're at a place and I'm performing this song live, please go crazy. Please, you know, like, if when, during the marry me part, if you scream, marry me, I'd be so happy. If when I go, no pan sensor, during the, and you go, no pan, no pan, no pan, no pan, no pan, no pan, I'd be so happy. When I go, mitsketa, if you could say it with me, or what is the equivalent of saying, you know, you found me. Maybe it's the same, I don't know. But if you guys, I don't know how to come up with fan chants, and I don't know if I can commission someone to do that. I don't know how to do that. But if you guys could come up with a proper fan chants as well, and learn them and do them someday eventually when I perform this song live, I'd be really happy. I'd be really happy. So, yeah, good luck. Did the Golshi radar inspire the Nopan sensor? I don't think so. I think I said this, so I didn't write the Japanese lyrics, and when I first saw it, I did not know what the Nopan sensor was either. But I've decided, because I was like, Nopan sensor seems like I'm sensing for people who have Nopan. But obviously, I'm the one who has Nopan. So I have decided that the Nopan sensor, the explanation for it, is that I am using the fact that I am Nopan. I'm using the sense of my bare body, my bare lower body, to track you. Because that's what it's used for at the end of the day. It's a tracker. So I'm tracking you with my Nopan sensor. That's... what a way to phrase it. I don't... Look, it's like, you know how, like, when you're like, what direction is the wind going? So you, like, but you can't tell, so then you, like, have to, like, lick your finger or, like, get your finger wet so then you can kind of, like, feel where the wind is coming from. It's like that, except, like, you know... It's just, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, okay? But then the implication the second time is also that not only does it sense you, but I cannot, if the Nopan sensor is not working, I can just follow the red string of fate and find you. I can just follow the red string of fate and find you. Your explanation. I'm not trying to make it better. I'm not trying to make it better. You're misunderstanding. My explanation is not meant to make it better. Because it was never, it's literally called Nopan sensor. When was it ever going to be better? What better exists? Nopan sensor! Well, and I'm tracking you. That's literally, both times in the video, what's happening when I say Nopan sensors, I find your location. I do a power pose. The wind blows, exposing my skirt. Thank goodness for the light. The light sensor. You know, but it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be better. I'm simply explaining to you. Yeah, thank goodness for the no pawn censor for when I was using my no pawn censor. I also want to say that this one's a little more serious perhaps, but I desperately need you jailbirds to not interact with negativity for my sake as well. If you see someone who has a differing opinion from you, it's okay to just use that mute button. You don't have to say anything. I will use the line from Hamilton. I am not a maiden in need of defending. If someone's hating, if someone's trying to rage bait, if someone's being a negative Nancy, don't acknowledge it. Just continue to have fun. Don't engage with it. Don't give those people the time of day. They're not members of the community. They don't want to be. You don't need to engage with people like that, you know? Just you know, like, cause yeah, it's one thing if a fan's just like, oh, that wasn't my cup of tea, you know? But like, if someone's being extremely negative, I really need you guys to just ignore it. You know? And again, I know that's a difficult thing to say, but it's, if you might think that you're, you know, telling them off, but what you're really doing, whether intentionally or not, is just spreading more negativity. And it makes me, I'm not disappointed in anyone, but it makes me really sad to see, because I don't want any of you to especially be taking something that I have just put so much time and effort and love into and having and end up making people feel negatively towards it due to something that was completely out of my control. Because I can understand if people don't like something because they just don't like it, because it's not their song style, or maybe they don't like how cute I am and they prefer cool Nerissa. That's one thing. But if people are you know, potentially upset by something, or like, oh, maybe I don't want to engage with that because I see all this negativity and maybe I don't understand it, but like I don't want to, maybe I don't want to be involved in that. I would very, again, like to heavily advise with you, not just for me, but honestly for everyone in every holo talent. Like, if you see someone again being extremely negative or rage baiting, high key, like, and we can all take this advice, mind you. I'm not saying I'm not perfect either, but I would like to say, please do your best to just have fun and to not engage with people who don't have good intentions, is what it boils down to. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, leave it that way. Again, don't engage with negativity. There's so many positive things. There's so many wonderful things right now, especially coming out of Halloween. Again, even just me, I just had 3 songs released. There's so many amazing, wonderful things. Haters gonna hate. Honestly, it just adds to my algorithm. Who cares? Like, just continue to keep the positivity flowing, keep the excitement flowing, and continuing to enjoy the things that you love with the excitement that you have for it. And also, for my jailbirds, put the dress on. Please, you're all there, but put the dress on, and then you're included. If you're wearing the dress, you're in the video. If you're a jailbird, then you're in the video. I'm sorry for turning you into a cute girl, but you have to. It's called Oyomeholic. I don't care if in real life you are a big burly man with a hairy chest and a long beard and you're beefy, you're a beefcake. You know, I don't care. In Oyomeholic, you see those cute jailbirds at the end? That's you. That's you. I need you to point at that, and I need you to say, that's me. Yeah, I was that cute girl. That's me. Okay? You are included. But the song's called Wifeholic. I don't know if you guys know what wife means. But that's you. That's you, Jailbirds. So I did like, I saw quite a few pictures actually of my jailbirds putting on dresses and being like, yep. And I really enjoyed that. Does that mean we can get MPreg? Yes. Yes, except it's not. I would say that it's like those. No, never mind. I should not be talking about that. Now I feel like I have to because it's like those animes where, like, you know, there's like those anime plots where, like, it's like a guy but he's like, I woke up and I'm a girl. I think there was one that recently came out that was really, really good. That's made by the guy who made Chainsaw Man. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I forget what it's called, but they have this like series coming out and it's all these like individual like little shorts. It's all these like individual little short anime and they're all really good, by the way. I think I only had time to watch 2 of them. No, it's not you wake up in someone else's body who is a girl. You wake up and you have completely turned into a girl. 1726. Yes, I need you guys to go watch 1726 on Amazon Prime. It is so good. It is so good. And there's one episode where one of the characters, they just wake up and they are a girl. And he's like, you know, like, he's like, what am I supposed to do now that I'm a girl? That's you in Oyomehale. Okay? Yeah, the episode is called Woke Up as a Girl Syndrome. I need you to watch Wake Up as a Girl Syndrome. It was such a cute episode. I watched 2 of them because I was really interested in the one with the girl who was like, I'm an assassin! And, you know, and then there's like the vampire guy who's like, I need you to kill me because I can't die and I'm tired of living. And then she's like, whoa, maybe I have a crush on this guy. He's kind of cool. But yeah, it's, oh my god, sorry. Yeah, was it 1726 was the name? It's highly recommend. Again, I only was able to watch those 2 episodes, but I'm sure all of them are just really, really good. So go check them out. But anyways, yeah, that's what happened to Jailbirds and Oyomeholic. You all became my wives. You all became my wives. Okay, you can't deny your wifehood. You are a wife now. Put on the dress. So, I wanted to explain because yeah, we had a big talk because we're like, should we include the humanized jailbirds? But the song's called Wifeholic and we really want it to be all wives, but we want all jailbirds to be included. So we're like, okay, we're gonna be including all jailbirds, but the thing is, the jailbirds do have to be girls. So I was like, okay, well, don't worry because it's just, they're still my jailbirds. They're still my jailbirds. But I also want to be clear as well, the purpose of the song is for me, but the song is also for you guys. But the song is also a love letter of my career thus far, and one of the big things is that I really love my coworkers, and like my coworkers are really like special to me. My friends are really special to me. So being able to have this song where like really kind of it's also talking about that, you know, as much as it's talking about my love for the jailbirds. So I think that's another thing that makes it a really special song for me, is that it's just, I am someone with so much love in my heart. I have so much love to give to everybody. And so having this song again written by Iosis with this amazing video by Yuna that's like kind of like showing all of that, and like showing this super fun side of me that I think might sometimes be lost, for example, in like clips and stuff. Depending on what's specifically being clipped, I think it was really special. Hee 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 hee. Again, I'm pleased as a peach. Pleased as a peach. But yeah, so can you release no, there's not going to be any extended portions of anything, because it doesn't exist. And then I would have to go in and record. It's not like there was anything that was cut. There's nothing that was cut from the song. Like, that's just how this... I don't know what would have gone between the... I don't know what would have come after that. Because... Oh, another amazing thing about the video. If you watch it, you might just be like, oh, Nerissa's a yandere. And you should be coming to that conclusion. However, the conclusion that you're also supposed to be coming from is that the person I am singing to, they're not scared. They're not hiding from me because they're scared. They're hiding from me because they're buying a ring to propose to me with. The person in the video, or like even like when I'm looking for them in the first verse, I'm like, where are they? Like, where's my cute shy kitten? You know, it's because they're looking at wedding dresses that I was looking at. If you look, you can connect. There's a date that's shown in the second chorus where I'm by a dress shop and I'm pointing, and then the implication is that they went back to the dress shop to go look at the dress that I was checking out and to take a picture of it so they could buy it for me because they're planning our wedding. So the listener is not supposed to be actually scared of Nerissa, because Nerissa's not going to hurt them. And they're not doing anything wrong, so they don't have to be scared of Yandere and Nerissa. All Yandere and Nerissa wants to do is be together. But yeah, I prefer the idea. Well, that's the thing. You know how you never see the listener of the song? That's because it's you. If you want it to be you, then it's you. If you want it to be someone else, then it's someone else. It's up to you. It's a pick your own adventure. That's the fun of the Oyomeholic video. Who are you imagining? That's who it is. I can't believe Nerissa force-fed the jailbirds. You guys have to be wives. You're my wives. Hello, my wives. How are we doing today, my beautiful wives? Come on, tell me. Are you doing well, my beautiful wives? Tell me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Tell me about your day, wives. I'm jailbird. Yes, you are jailbird, so you are wife. I'm wife. Yes, you are wife. Hello, my husband. No, I'm also your wife. Do not get it twisted. I'm also your wife. But you are my wife, too. Yes, yes. Yes, my wives. Flock together, my wives. Yes. All must celebrate our wedding. Who is the husband? There is no husband. You're just wives. We are all the wives. The song is called Wifeholic. We're all wives. Everyone's a wife. You're a wife, and you're a wife, and you're a wife, and you're a wife, and you're a wife. That's me pointing out and like shooting my Nopon sensor at all of the jailbirds, and then they just suddenly are in cute beautiful wedding dresses. Yeah, look under your chair. Boom, you're a wife. Congratulations. So, I also just wanted to talk a bit about the perspective of the video in that sense, because I do think obviously there's something that's, you know, sometimes called the death of the author that's also important. I think we made the video with the intention for you to watch it and interpret the listener however you wanted. Again, if you wanted it to be a hollow mem, if you're like, well, I really love Nerissa with herb, then you could think about it like that. If you're like, I really love Nerissa, then you can imagine it as you. So it's a pick your own adventure. It's a pick your own adventure. I really like hearing, yeah, I really like talking about my POV too, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's however you want to watch it. And again, that's something that Yuna especially put a lot of very, very incredible, Yuna and Mew put so much careful thought and effort into it to make it that way. So please, if you're watching this, please do enjoy it that way. Watch it with that intention. Again, you can think of your favorite ship. You can think of yourself. If you, again, your favorite shipper, those are your options, I guess. Your favorite ship with who you ship me with or yourself. Those are your options. you've technically, they're endless options, but those are also your two options. Were there any reasons for the members' choice at the end? I actually wanted to include all of hololive, but there was only so long of a portion of the song to be able to include all of hololive. And also, we were on a time crunch. We were on an extreme time crunch, so we included as many as we could, but do keep in mind, doing stuff like that, it's like, I can't just put someone in my video. I have to ask them. I have to make sure that everything's approved by them. I have to make sure that the art's approved and like be like, do you like this? Is there anything missing? Is there anything important that's not there? You know, and then go from there. Originally, I was going to, when I asked everyone, and I did this actually, you might have noticed, there are two people in the video who are wearing suit dresses, and that is Liz and Cecilia. And that's because originally, I had asked all of Advent and Justice, I said, 1, are you okay with being in this video? 2, would you like to be in a dress or a suit? And so I gave everyone in Advent and Justice their preferences. But then I realized with the way that the video is probably going to be made, it was going to actually create a lot more work for Yuna and Mew if I have all of these potentially like requests for like, this is what I want to be wearing. So I would have really liked to have asked everyone, but again, time crunch. But so because I asked them really, really early, they were able to get their preferences for that reason. Because I didn't want to just suddenly be like, well, I asked them and they told me this and then I put them in dresses anyway. What about flowers in the hair? There's no significance to the flowers in the hair. I'm sorry, I see people are pointing out that, but I don't think they're just made to look nice. You would have to ask Yuna and Mew because I didn't request. That was not my brainchild. I was not like, yeah, can you put white roses on Shiori and Liz's head and then everyone else keep I did not make any such request. So I'm sure Yuna and Mew have an explanation. Maybe. I don't have one though. I wonder if maybe because those were some of the first ones, if maybe the intention was to maybe have everyone in white, but then just to make more variation if it ended up becoming more colored as it goes, or if it was because Yuna maybe is secretly a really big blood quill shipper. Yuna and Mew, they have some stuff to answer for. Maybe secret blood quill, which is me, Shiori, and Liz as a ship. Why was Shiori the first one? Originally, the order was Advent, Justice, Myth, Promise, and then the JP members. But I think I was like, because it was technically originally in debut order, Shiori was just going to be first no matter what. But then I was like, I really want Liz also to be one of the very first ones. So can you move her? Because I really love Liz as well. Liz, my Pookie. Everyone's my Pookie, but other than that, the order wasn't anything specific. I just moved Liz out of her place because I wanted her to be much closer. To the very start. Yeah, our Fortnite addicted beautiful woman with a flaming heart. With a flaming heart. But yeah. With the Xbox mic, look, somehow the Xbox mic makes it even... Everything she just does is so silly to me. Sorry, it's gonna turn into like, this is how much I love Liz. But like, everything she does, I just feel like we get each other so well, and our sense of humor is so similar. So when she does anything, I just like, I'm always just so tickled pink. So like the Xbox mic, I was like, I need to click on this stream. I need to understand. I'm coming in. 69! Oh, 69! We're working towards 969, so don't forget to hit that subscriber button! We are 9,000 subscribers away! But yeah. Obviously, again. So, but, again, this is just me just explaining the video. But I'm just so happy overall that you guys are just enjoying it so thoroughly. And thank you for all your comments. This is also a reminder. I haven't said this in a while, but please also remember, one of the best ways you can support your Oshis, support people that you like, is by leaving a comment on the VODs as well, the VODs of streams. So if you guys haven't been doing that lately, I would really appreciate if, especially after this video is done, or maybe any streams that you're watching VODs of, or if you're watching like one later, don't forget to like and leave a comment as well, please, if you're already subscribed. It really, really does help, and it's so appreciated. So if you guys could do that, I would be very grateful. Is leaving an emote okay? Anything you post is okay. As long as, if you want to leave a detailed comment talking about what you thought of the stream, that's also very good. If you want to just like leave a couple emotes or say good stream or something, that's also okay. I'm a little shy. Don't worry. Don't be shy. It's just me. Is little baby still with you? Yeah, he's sleeping in the corner. I think little darling, I need to get on my hands and knees and look on the floor, but basically I've created this little tunnel, but I can't see through it because it's cardboard, and so every time I'm like, I'm pretty sure little darling is here too, but I'm pretty sure he's hiding in the tunnel, but so I'd have to like literally physically get on the floor if I wanted to see if he's there or not. Alright, mother, thank you guys. Is little darling's asthma okay? Yes. Oh, cat update. So little darling's asthma is doing much better. I was able to get him to the vet and get a prescription medication, and we just double checked it to make sure that it was okay, but they think the dosage was just a little bit high because he's been drinking too much water, apparently. So they cut the dosage in half, and then they're gonna check him again to see how he's doing. But yeah, I mean, generally he seems like he's doing much better. He hasn't had an asthma attack in like over a month. So, and he was at the point where he was having them daily, so it was really scary for me. So, positive cat update. Both the cats are doing very well. Little darling and little baby obviously are in love with each other. They get along so well. They have been pretty much since like day 3 of knowing each other. But like they really are like brothers. Like if you told me that these were litter mates, apart from the fact that they are such different cats, I would probably believe you. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, you're right. They must be litter mates because they're so close. Little baby, yeah, little baby, my little baby. Little baby is definitely way more energetic than little darling. If I throw a toy, little baby, it doesn't matter where he is, he will chase that thing. He will chase that thing into next week. If I throw it and he just hears it touch the floor, he's running from wherever he is. Little darling has gotten to the point now where he doesn't like to chase anything. If I'm not playing with something and dangling it in front of his face like he's a king, you know, and I'm feeding him grapes in like a fancy chaise, like he will not chase. He sometimes he might be in a playful mood, but not really. Not really. He wants he wants to do little darling old now. That's the thing. I keep calling him my old man, but he's not old. He's only like, what, a year and a half-ish? Something like that. Duh, mommy has asthma. He has asthma, but he's getting treated. He's treatment. He's not having asthma attacks anymore. He's okay. But he's still a baby. He's very tolerant because of the way he was raised. He was raised to, you know, be very, very good with humans. So even, I mentioned Fuamoko was here. And while Fuamoko was here, like, they were harassing both of my cats. Which is okay. That's why, you know, sometimes that's why you gotta have your friends over to harass your cats. And, Lil Baby was not having it. He did not want to be held. He would wiggle all the way out. He would just run for his life. Little Darling will just allow, they'll just allow you to just leave them there. They will just allow you to just hold him. And that's little Darling. He'll just let himself be held, even if the position looks like it might be uncomfortable. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, sure. He will eventually try to get away, but even then, he's very, very tolerant. As for like Little Baby, you can pet Little Baby for a little bit before he's like, if I'm laying in bed, he'll let me pet him for a long time, but generally he'll let you pet him for a little bit before like kind of running off and scampering to go do his own thing. Little Darling, if you're petting him, you better not stop. You better not stop. But yeah, I've permanently now into my office moved a cat tree so that they can, along with the little tunnel that I made for them, so they can kind of like come sit in here with me and like relax while I'm streaming if they want to. They still prefer the floor. They still prefer the floor sometimes, but I know at least Little Darling really, really likes hiding. So like when I have like a tunnel like this, because again, like right now I'm pretty sure he's under the tunnel. He's always under the tunnel. He loves the tunnel. He's in the tunnel. He's chilling in the tunnel. He's in the tunnel. But yeah, sometimes it's difficult because I don't want to break the tunnel, but sometimes he's in there and I need him to come out. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just like go in the other side and like reach, and then he runs out. So yeah. Yeah. Can we get 14 more subscribers? Are there 14 of you who haven't hit that subscribe button? Why don't you go ahead and look right now? Go ahead and check. Sorry. I can't help but do the Deku voice. It's just so funny. It's so iconic. Cats are the best. I love cats. I truly think cats are just fantastic animals. I mean, I have 2 of them. I have 2 cats, so clearly I love them. Come on, 7 more subscribers. Let's go. It's 6. 5. 5 more of you. I'm sure there's 6. 4. I'm sure there's 4 of you who haven't hit that subscribe button yet. Come on, I look at my analytics. 3. I know how many of you watch me and aren't actually subscribed. The least you could do is hit that subscribe button. It's free. Whee! Whee! But yeah, I do have a lot planned. I'm currently working a little bit in rush on some other, obviously there's fest preparations happening right now, but I am also finishing, and by finishing I mean just starting, because I only just got them not long ago, my card signing for the last merch drop that you guys bought. So I'm doing those now. So I'm signing a lot of cards. I'm also preparing for fest. I'm also cooking other things and preparing. I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint to some stuff. I have 2 covers. One of them is completely done, but that one doesn't come out until later. But the cover, I might be having a special. I don't want to spoil it, but I might have a cover coming out sometime near or around Valentine's Day. So, unless something goes terribly wrong, where if you don't see one, you didn't hear this from me. You didn't hear about this. But I might be working on a a cover, mayhaps for a special time around mayhaps Valentine's, mayhaps. So is that a solo cover? Mayhaps. Mayhaps it's a solo English cover of something. Mayhaps. 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 Who knows? Who knows? Is it a collab? No. No, no, it's not. Mayhaps. Yeah, it came to you in a dream. Came to you in a dream. But so please do I have two covers currently very heavily in the works. I'm very close to, again, one of them's already done, but I'm currently working and doing my best to quickly finish the one that I would like to release next. So please look forward to that. If it doesn't come out, you didn't hear about this from me. And then there might be not just with the story of Advent, but maybe with some other stuff too. There's probably more original music in your future through this year as well. So do continue to keep your eyes on me and keep your eyes open. I, again, always appreciate all of your guys' support and love and just passion as well for my projects. As you know, I put so much effort and love into the stuff that I am doing, honestly. So it's a lot, but being able to see your guys' reactions and how much fun you have with the things I release is really what gives me a lot of motivation to keep going. So please, especially with Oyomeholic for right now, please keep the positive energy coming on Twitter, on other places as well. Don't forget, if you're making a post too, it would also mean a lot if you also quote retweet my post that has a link, or if you can, if you post the link to, so if anyone sees your post, they might check it out, even if it's just in a response to your post. I'd appreciate that. But again, loving seeing what you guys are making with the dance short that I posted with the transparent background. Love seeing you guys making your own shorts. Again, you can find Susie. She's made an official mirrored short, so if you'd like to learn the dance for yourself, and if you think everything's very clear, but if anything's unclear with you to the animation, you can check out her shorts. There's also a ton of hololive members who have been releasing Oyomeholic shorts, which I'm so grateful for. So you can check out the dance from there too, or you can hopefully see maybe a hololive member you really like doing it. Yeah. But please continue to have more love outpouring for Oyomeholic. Again, I worked hard on this for a long time, and I really appreciate seeing all of your hard effort. Please keep streaming. Again, it's getting close to 500,000, so I think it'd be really cool if we could hit that milestone soon as well. Excuse me for coughing. So let's shoot for 1 million streams on YouTube, 1 million views. Please keep streaming it with all your might. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, and what else is there? Do I have anything else? Do I have anything else? Let's see. Yeah, coughing baby. That's me. I'm the coughing baby. What are we doing for 1 million subs? I don't know. We're not there yet. I don't know. We're not there yet. Surely there's nothing that's being planned. I can't really predict properly when I'll hit it, because I could be like, well, if I'm getting average on this many subs, then maybe in this many months, then I'll hit it. But then if I have something really if I have something like really awesome happen, maybe there's like a big bump one month, or maybe it's a slow month because maybe I'm not able to do much, you know. So there might not be something right away at 1 million per se. But yeah, the original plan was full family stream, but we've already done that. As you guys know, there was already a karaoke, and I'm in Japan, so a little difficult. I'll rebroadcast that though. I'll happily rebroadcast the family karaoke for you guys. What's our plan on February 14th? I don't know. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. I've mentioned this before, but I really want to get to playing some Nintendo games. Again, things are still really, really busy right now, where again, with fast preparations, with signing these cards, and with trying to finish up some of my other projects, I'm still really busy. I know I feel like I always say that, but I hope now that you've seen 3 things I've been hard at work at come out all at once, I hope you guys understand maybe a little bit better how much effort I'm putting in behind the scenes to all of these things. So please continue to enjoy them and give it your all to enjoy them to the best of your ability. But yeah, I think January was a success. What do you say? What say you? But ideally, I would like to start playing maybe Ocarina of Time sometime soon. I would like to start playing Ocarina of Time sometime soon. That would be great. Or maybe even Harvest Moon 64. It'd be a throwback, but I think it would be fun. So I'd like to play that. Yeah. I can show you guys a cheat, quote unquote, of how you can get Karen to a pink heart in one single night. I can show you. Yes, please remember this January very fondly. It was a month. It was a month, man, with so much happening. So, there's a cheat. It's not a cheat. I'm pretty sure it's a glitch, but because it's an N64 game, it was never edited out. We'll see. Maybe in the Switch version now they've gone, but I feel like the game is so old, I feel like they wouldn't go and change something like that is like so iconically ingrained in the game. But there's a non-zero chance that they have fixed that glitch. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a non-zero chance that it has been patched out. Nintendo doesn't patch? I hope they haven't patched it because it's my favorite thing ever. I think it's so hilarious. You have Nintendo 64? No, but I do have a Switch too, where I have a subscription to the Nintendo games, and Harvest Moon 64 is on there. Yeah. You probably can't hear that, but I'm scratching at my chair. Anyway, yeah. That's just, I really wanted to talk about my new song releases. I really wanted to talk to you guys. So again, please stream Oyomeholic. If there's anything you should be leaving this stream with, it's I want you to stream Oyomeholic. And to keep giving it lots of love. But thank you guys so much all for coming to this stream. Again, it was kind of, I knew I was going to stream something today, but I wasn't quite sure what. So I'm glad we could have this talking stream. I'm glad we could hang out and have a good time together. I'm so happy. Again, we've been working so hard, so let's keep the positivity going and just continue to enjoy all of this amazing stuff that we all have, you know, going on. All of these amazing projects that not just me, honestly, but like everyone in hololive is putting out. If you haven't forgotten, and I'm sure you have not, Fuamoko is also having their live very, very soon. And Advent has been announced as guest, I believe. So hopefully, I'm pretty positive. If it wasn't announced, I'm really sorry, Fuamoko. But I'm pretty sure. But I'm going to, it's not happening until February 1st, 12 p.m. JST. But I'm going to go and right into that. Oh, yes, I also do want to advertise as well. If you guys did not see, I'm going to be a part of a very, very, very special interview. I am so excited. I can't wait. With Calliope and Lotus Juice. If you're not familiar with Lotus Juice, he has done a lot of music for the Persona series, but he's also done stuff like, if you've seen Soul Eater, you know, Death the Kids theme, bang, 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 have a nice dream, bang, 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 have a nice dream. That's him as well. Super incredible lyricist, super incredible rapper. We're going to be going ahead and interviewing him. So we have, again, we have a Twitter post up. If you want to check that, you can go. And if you have any questions you might have, you can also post that. But for now, please do get excited. Again, I'm super excited to get to chat with Lotus Juice-san. again, I was so nervous. Like, whoa, crazy. So, please do check it out. Again, they've done a lot of amazing work on the Persona series. You've probably heard it. You probably heard him in something, even if you don't know. Even if you don't know, because again, Soul Eater, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Persona series, and he's just been kind of all over in a lot of stuff. And now as well, Kachieka? Yeah, so it's, I think, I don't know. But yeah, you can just kind of look around everywhere and just, yeah, Mass Destruction. Mass Destruction's a big one. So, JoJo Part 2, yes. Noragami, exactly. This guy's been in so many big, crazy things. Yeah, and of course, he has done a song collaboration with Calliope Mori with Seeing Stars. So you gotta check it out when the interview comes out. Again, it's amazing portfolio, amazing performer. I am super excited to get to chat with him and Callie to kind of get to hopefully learn a little bit more about his process. Because I think the thing that we all have in common as well is that all three of us are lyricists. I write my own lyrics for the most part. Callie writes her own lyrics. And Lotus Juice is obviously an incredible lyricist. And a fluent English speaker. So, again, I'm just really, really pumped and really looking forward. Because I'm still learning how to write lyrics myself. So, I'm still learning. I'm more of a experienced translator, but I'm still a little baby. I'm still like a little growing thing. I'm like a little thing in a cocoon, and I'm just waiting to hatch fully. But I'm working on it. So, I'm really looking forward to being able to have an interview together with the two of them. So please do look forward to it. I don't know if there's a date and time yet publicly announced, so I don't want to say because I think. Yeah, but anyways, look forward to it. Keep your eye on social medias, but it'll most definitely be on Callie's channel. So do check out Callie's. More information will be posted on her Twitter. I'll obviously repost it, but more specific information about it will also be over there. So please look forward to it, and I will as well. So yeah, in the meantime, I don't have anything else to say right now. I'm going to raid you into Fuamoko's birthday live that is upcoming. So please look forward to it as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to, as usual, singing and performing with Advent. So thank you guys so much for coming out and for spending time with me today and listening to me talk about, again, the 3 songs that I've had come out in a very, very short period of time. But thank you for enjoying them. Seriously, it means so much. Please keep streaming Oyomeholic. I appreciate it. And don't forget to leave a comment on this VOD and future VODs. It would mean a lot to me. And if you have other holomems you watch too, on them too. If you leave more comments and make sure you're liking the VOD after the fact, you don't have any idea how much it helps us. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Again, truly means so much to me to have you guys here and as members of my community. So I shall head out now. I shall go, but thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days. So, bye, darlings!